Good morning friends, myself Sandeep Kumar Reddy from Ingenious Competitive Training Academy. Today I will be discussing mock test 15 of Indian Army Clerk. I had already discussed near about 14 mock tests as well as other question papers. Please go through my playlist, you will find maximum in this. And I just want to tell you that, so in this we have various questions from all the subjects. That is, initially we have the general knowledge, so as per the pattern which is given in the examination. But for the original question papers, we do not have those many original question papers. On the basis of those question papers, I had prepared for the future examination. So please go through whatever has been given. And if you have the question papers of previous years, if you have gone for any kind of coaching institute, please forward me. I'll just prepare a question papers of that and I'll put up to you guys. So let us see exactly what we have. Initially, general knowledge. Who is the Supreme Commander of Armed Forces? That is, we knew that he is also known as first citizen of India. That is, President is the one who has been known as the first citizen of India. And next we have, he is also known as Indian Armed Forces Supreme Commander. And next, Satyameva Jayate has been taken from the, we knew that the slogan Satyameva Jayate, which has taken from the Mundakopanishad. So we knew that from Mundakopanishad, the Satyameva Jayate slogan has been taken. And there are Vedas. We have 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Sama Veda, Yajur Veda, Atharvana Veda. So that Vedas are not the one from where it has taken. Lion capital of Ashoka, we knew that, that is our national emblem of India. And next we have, which is known as the island of clouds. We knew that clouds with the flower buds, this has been taken. This close, there is an island that is known as Zanzibar. From there you will get maximum export will be from the Zanzibar itself. So that is a place where maximum cloves will be cultivated. In the case of Vatican City, it is the smallest nation in the world, you can tell, and Italy's capital is Rome. Next we have, which article which relates to the constitution, here article of the constitution which is related to the abolition of untouchability. We knew that untouchability was the primarily people who are black guys are there, they are untouchable. So their untouchability, the racists and all, everything was abolished from the article 17. Periyar Tiger Reserve is in which state? We, as usual, Periyar, the word Periyar we will find maximum in Kerala. So that Periyar Tiger Reserve is located in Kerala. And we have the second section, part 2. The instrument used to measure wind speed is known as, which instrument is used for the instrument which are located, these instruments are located on board the ships. On the highest mast you will find these kind of instruments, wind instruments, that is anemometer, which is measured for the speed of the wind. And recently we have the portable anemometers, which are held in handheld anemometer. With that we can directly measure the speed of the wind with the anemometer very easily. Ammeter is the one for the measuring of electric current, and pyrometer for the temperature, higher temperatures, and electrometer is different. And next we have cardiology. These are the study of the science. So see what are the questions has been prepared from the various resources they have been asking from the various subjects and chapters. Cardiology, what are the instruments, so everything is in this, it is imbibed in it. Please don't reckless it, all the instruments and whatever the studies you must know for any kind of examination. Cardiology is the study of heart. Cardio, ECG, we knew that, ECG report, electrocardiogram. So that is one type of chart where you can directly measure the heartbeat. And brain is the one, it is EEG we call it as electroencephalogram, that is different, and this is cardio ECG cardiogram. So like this we have the cardiology that is related to heart, and lungs is different, and kidneys is, we have different diseases. Next we have jaundice is caused due to the infection of jaundice. Directly it affects liver. So this is the main reason And what happens is there is a liver which produces that is bile juice. So that bile juice is secreted by the liver, and if there is any problem in the liver, then the what happens is that will not store in bile duct. So that whole yellow color juice will spread into your body, and the whole body will be in a yellow color. Even your eyes gets yellow, your body gets yellow. So everything, because of the bad function of the liver, the bile juice directly goes to the whole of the body. That is the reason that jaundice is the symptoms which can be identified to any kind of person. And next we have kidney. We knew that there is a problem in kidney like stones and all. Then you have to go through dialysis. If there is any problem, you have to transplant from one person to other person. You have to make transplantation. So here these are all the diseases. Even liver cirrhosis is there. Cirrhosis of the liver, we knew that with the liver cirrhosis you will have the problem in liver because of consuming more alcohol. And next we have the number of chromosomes in a human body. We have total 23 pairs which are counted to 46. Which are the following fights against the diseases? White blood cells is the one which fights against these diseases. So this white blood cells is known as leukocytes, and red blood cells also known as red erythrocytes. So these are the one which are to be remembered. And next we have mathematics, and next I'll just tell what are the mathematics at the end, because they have been retyped and made it perfectly in a last slides. So let us see what we have been given in computer science. Which one of the following is an example of operating system? As usual, which is given in it, the operating system Microsoft Windows is the one which is an example of operating system. Next we have rest all Microsoft Word and also all what their small applications which we can function in it. These are all MS Office gadgets. Next we have in a client server model, a client program asks for information. What exactly the client program does? That asks for the information actually. Next we have dash is the high speed memory used in the computer. That is dash is the high speed memory used in the computer. That is cache is the high speed memory used in the computer. AVI stands audio video interleave format was developed by Microsoft. Here AVI audio video interleave format was developed by Microsoft. Next we have general purpose computers are those that can be adapted to countless uses simply by changing program. Here what is the general purpose computers are those that can be adapted to countless uses simply by changing program. So this is the one which has to be remembered. These questions little bit easy for you. These are the questions which have been taken from various resources. Doesn't think these are the questions will be given. You will have different kind of questions and you may be having medium to difficulty level. So please go through whatever questions have been given. Let us see exactly what English paragraph has been given for the next 25 marks. So in order to measure distances, the surveyor lays out a series of straight lines which he calls survey lines. So we should know what exactly the survey lines. To do this, he uses his chain and ranging rods. The rods are not unlike broomsticks, only longer, and they are usually colored black and white or red and white so that they can be easily seen. Assuming that the surveyor wished to measure the distances between x and y, he would place a rod at x while his assistant would walk towards y. The surveyor would stand 2 or 3 yards behind x, keep x and y in line. So whatever it is given in this story, it is on the basis of measuring the distance from the x and y along with the surveyor as well as the assistant. So his assistant would then place one or more rods at intervals and in the same line, the surveyor guiding him as to whether or not all rods were in line. So what exactly the surveyor used to do is, he will be looking at the rods whether they are in a line or not. That assistant keep on doing what the surveyor tells. Next, here survey lines help a surveyor to measure distances. Here surveyor lines help the surveyor to measure distances and two different things used by surveyor to lay out his survey lines are chain and some rods. What are exactly they use it? That is, chain and some rods are being used by the surveyor. Next we have, because they have to be easily seen, ranging rods are, they are so brightly colored actually, that will easily can be recognized. And next we have, when measuring the distances from x to y, the surveyor or stands here, what exactly, he will be standing behind x, because if you stand behind x, then only it's easy to measure. If he stands in between, it can't be done. Next we have, the surveyor has to guide his assistant to keep the rods in a straight line. Here the surveyor has to guide his assistant to keep the rod in a straight line. So obviously that assistant will keep on doing it, and the surveyor will keep on guiding him. Next we have, any person who wishes to be a candidate for election to the National Assembly must prepare 4 copies of the nomination paper in the prescribed form. Here next passage is like this: any person who wishes to be a candidate for election to the National Assembly must prepare 4 copies of the nomination paper in the prescribed form E. He must also make a declaration form F stating that he is qualified to be a member of the assembly. A day is specified in the election notice for the receipt of nomination. The nomination papers and the declaration must be delivered to the returning officer between 9 a.m. and 12 midday on the day. So overall he has to fill up 4 forms, and he has to make a declaration, that is form F, stating that he is qualified to be a member of the assembly. A day is specified in the election notice for the receipt of nominations. The nominations papers and declaration must be delivered to the returning officer between 9 a.m. to 12 midday on that day. Delivery may be made by the candidates himself or by the person who proposed or the person who seconded him. Overall, whatever the actions will be done before making the nomination, here it has to be sent to the officer between 9 to 12 midnight. So the delivery made by candidate himself, he has to go by person, then he has to submit that. So here next is, the questions are like this: the prospective candidate for elections has to fill in nomination paper. So here whatever the prospective candidate for the election has to fill in nomination paper. How many different forms are there? Here we have 2 forms actually. One is E and F. Next we have, a candidate completes form F to declare that he is qualified to be a candidate. What exactly the form F states? He is qualified for that. What are the eligibility? He is eligible for that. Nominations must be handed in during first half of the day. Stated that nominations must be handed in during the first half of the day, whatever the stated one. The completed forms can be delivered to returning officer by one of the 3 peoples. Here what are the completed forms? It can be delivered to the returning officer, one of 3 peoples. So it can be delivered. Next we have, fill in the blanks. Whatever the articles are mentioned. There is a bridge over the Thames in London. Here what are the bridge? It is not specified. It is something like, there is a bridge over the Thames in London. She is a university student. We knew that whenever there is a university, it has to be counted as YU. So it is not U. So that is the reason we use it as she is a university student. How small a needle do you want? Here, how small a needle do you require? We have the sequence of the sentences. The thieves fled away. Here, whatever the sequence is given, we knew that it is RQSP, it is given. So as per that, if we say this RQSP, in this case, what exactly it can be figured out, we just go through that. So here, the thieves fled away into a forest that was covered concealment with dense shrubs and was very favorable to from those who were pursuing them. So here what exactly the sentence can be like this: the thieves fled away into a forest that was covered concealment with dense shrubs, and from those who were pursuing them very favorable to. So here exactly you can go through whatever has been given. So this is the whole thing which has to be remembered. So the sequence will be the same: RQSP, the thieves fled away into the forest that was covered concealment with dense shrubs and was very favorable to from those who were pursuing them. So this is the making of structure of the sentences. So whatever the sentence you have been given in examination, so please follow the sentence, though it will be in a moderate level, easy to moderate level only, you can crack them. Next we have, but there are innumerable cases which testify to the fact that the rehabilitation of people affected by the raising of the dam height to 90 meter has not been completed. So this is the making of the sentence which has to be in the form of SQPR, so that you can do it. So to maximize the chances of success, the parties to a joint venture agreement should jointly prepare a detailed business plan even before signing the joint venture agreement. So this is the way of making this. Next we have, our knowledge of history does not come to. Here what exactly has been given is, so the parts which are the four types. So here whatever has been given, what exactly the wrong in this is, our knowledge of history doesn't come to our help, and sometimes we who invented America, we even fail to remember who invented America. In this, invention of America cannot be done, it is only discovery of America. So here what exactly the correction is, who discovered America. The committee has made significant changes in the rules which will help to banks. Here what happens is, help is a transitive verb, so it should have an object. Here to doesn't require as help in transitive, therefore to should be replaced by the correct sentence: the committee has made significant changes in the rules which will help the banks. So whatever the here to has been given, the to is superfluous, which is not at all required to use. The committee has made significant changes in the rules which will help the bank, which will help banks, that is enough. So you can use it, which will help the banks also. So that is the way of making sentences. The project, which is funded by the United Nations, has helped over 4 lakh Indians overcome poverty. So this is the correct one. So what are the project which is funded by the United Nations has helped over 4 lakh Indian overcome poverty. This is the making of sentence. Next we have section J like this: he did not go in the right direction. He didn't go in the right direction. The train reached the station right time. Here whatever the train has been reached the station, there is no reached by the station or into the station. The train reached the station right time. Punjab mail arrived at New Delhi railway station. It is already there, it is at the railway station itself. So this is a way of making sentences. When it comes to the synonyms and antonyms, what is the synonym of impel? Impelling means doing something forcefully, so by forcing someone or impelling someone. So next we have a wretched. Synonym is, it's a measurable, as we knew that it's a measurable situation of whatever the condition, that is miserable. So it's a wretched, you can tell it as. What is the antonym of impecunious? Here you have to know exactly what impecunious means. He is full of debt, you can tell, he has no money. Impecunious, that is wealthy, is the right answer. So these are all we have to remember what exactly has been asked. And next we have the mathematics, as I had promised. So we have the mathematics at the end. So what are the question papers has been given, the whole question papers will be in a same. Next we have part 3, mathematics are like this. There are 9 defective items in a simple sample of 63 items. Find the probability that an item chosen at random is non-defective. So as usual, if we go through this, so which is the defective in it? So here 6 by 7. So whatever has been given, it is, if you do that, the one as per this, there are 9 items in a sample of 63 items. So 9 by 63 is, we will directly get 1 by 7 is the one answer. So here whatever has been asked, it is non-defective. So rest is non-defective. So that is 6 by 7. Next we have largest value in a collection of 9.4. If the range is 3.21, then find the smallest value. In this we knew that 9.48 to 3.21, we get the direct answer. Difference is 6.27 is the range actually. Next, after solving this equation, 6x plus 8y equal to minus 50 minus 6x plus 9y is equal to minus 18. We solve these two, we get the answer of x and y values easily. Minus 4 and 3 is the answer. So these are the questions. You can directly go through whatever has been given. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, as it is a formula. Next, it's a total surface area of a solid cone. Formula is pi r into L plus r is the correct answer. You can directly go through whatever has been given. Find the slope of straight line passing through points 2, 2, 5, 4. With some slope, we knew that y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the right answer. That is 2 by 3 will be the answer. When it comes to the next questions, the original price of washing machine is 6,000, discounted for 20%, then raised to 10% for the service contract. Then the price charged is, as usual, is given selling price and cost price, whatever has been given. So we can directly go through that. So this is little bit typical, and you can directly have a snapshot of it, what exactly can be done. Initially we have to find out what exactly the selling price is. It can be find out selling price, will get the 4,800 rupees, but after that then raised to 10% for the service contract. So from that place to, so it has been given that it has been raised from that price, it has been raised, so that final price will be 5280 after raising 10%. A train is traveling at the rate of 45 km per hour. As usual with this, a train is traveling 45 km per hour. So if we convert them into 45 km per hour, 1 km per hour, you can directly do it, 60 into 1 by 45. So 4 by 5 kilometer is, that is whatever subtraction, will get this. As usual, in a meter per second, we can directly get this answer. So we'll get the answer. Okay, you will get that 4 by 5 kilometer in 64 seconds. If you convert them in seconds, you will get the answer. Find out the simple interest of rupees 850 for 13 years at the rate of 4%. As usual, if you do it 4% per annum, we will get the answer. That is whatever has been given for 442 rupees. So easily we will get the 442 rupees. Next we have the final question. We have a garden is 250 meter long and 150 meter wide. If Ram makes 10 rounds of the garden, how much distance will he cover? As usual, we will get 2 into L plus B. With that, we have to product 800 into 10, that is 8,000 meters. Need about, he had traveled 8 kilometers. So whatever he has been given, you have to mention in that. So if it is given in the meters, you have to write as a meters. So I hope all these questions will assist you in analyzing your examination paper. Whoever has seen this video, I just request, please go through all playlist. You will find maximum in it. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a great life.